Well, my next question is quite closely related to that, I guess, and that is, how can we figure out what the exact right amount of exercise is? So people might be aware now that if they exercise too long and too hard, that they're going to risk burning out, among other things, and that if they don't do enough, then they're probably not going to get enough of a response in the body, and they're not going to be able to burn fat either. So like, what's your recommendation in terms of how many times a week and how long we should exercise for at a time?
Again, I think it's an individual thing, but as a general rule, I would say intensely kind of 2 to 3 times a week, and couple that with 2 to 3 times of the yoga or the jogging or whatever it is that that person enjoys doing, because I think it has to be enjoyable, otherwise it's not sustainable. But within that, also movement every day is important. So I think there's a lot of focus on exercise being the thing, and I've got to go to a gym, or I've got to go and do this class, or I've got to do this thing, I've got to schedule it into my time, and then I sit down all day and at my computer, or TV in the evening, and driving all the time, and I think, well, the body is designed to move. So movement, just getting up during the lunch break, or doing even incidental exercise around the office is all part of keeping healthy. So when I'm looking at how many times people are going to exercise during the week, I also want to know what their lifestyle is like, because someone who leads a very active lifestyle might not need to work out as often in terms of the structured exercise sessions. But someone who has a very sedentary lifestyle, then I'm going to be looking at, well, make sure that you're breaking your day up so that you're not going to negate the exercise that's being done, say, in the morning. Otherwise it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, I like what you said about the incidental exercise as well, because that's something that everybody can fit into their lifestyle in some way or another. And so yeah, I guess it's just important for people to understand that they don't have to schedule an hour session at the gym, do they? I mean, they could get a great workout in 20 minutes, or if they only have 5 minutes, then they could do something, run up and down the stairs or something like that, and they're going to benefit from that.
And even like a skipping rope, a skipping rope for 2 minutes can get a really great workout in, and there's so many muscles activated during that time, and it's intense, if you can go really fast and improve for 2 minutes. No one would believe that 2 minutes would actually help them burn fat, but if you did 2-minute sessions twice a day and got a walk in, be surprised what you could do.
Yeah, my clients are always really surprised how tough skipping is, because I think they remember back to when they were kids and it was quite easy and they could skip around all day. But yeah, I mean, a sort of like 1 minute skip is going to raise the heart rate up quite a lot for the majority of people. Cool. Okay, so would you agree, though, coupled with that consistency is probably the key? I mean, we can say, we can exercise 3 times a week or 5 times a week, and but if we're going to do that just 1 week and then we're going to have the next week off, then that's not really going to get us our results, is it?
Absolutely. I have a client who he started in his 60s. So he came to me in his 60s and said, all I want is to be able to touch my toes. So his thing was about flexibility. And over a year period, we were able to get him to the point where he could touch his toes. But what happened was he would come religiously every week for 2 sessions a week, and we'd be working on strength, we'd be working on lengthening. It wasn't always intense, and he just kept that up. And then after 2-3 years, he's doing half marathons every, he's done already 3, and it's only a few months into the year. So, he says to me, I feel better now than I did 30 years ago. And that to me is a huge victory for the industry, but also for him as a person. And it's because he just kept coming in. On the flip side, I've had other clients who come in, and at the beginning of the year, it's always that New Year resolution, they'll come in and maybe last for 3 months. And then it's a repeat cycle of their compounded effect is the negative side, because it's whatever the compound effect is always working. And for those ones, it's I get a short burst, but I don't keep it going. That's why I work really a lot on the sustainability of things as well. And if this doesn't fit in with your lifestyle and be something that can be sustained for the rest of your life, then you're in the wrong place. We need to actually look at how we can make this fit in so that it is consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, it just reminds me of a quote from the great Aristotle when he says, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit."
Absolutely.
So it's really great to hear about the success of your clients who have been really consistent. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, if our goal is to burn fat, then we need to make choices every day that are going to support that.
Absolutely, yeah.